This is Dave from Florence Road again, and what I wanted to show you today is the difference between a post, an archive view, and a page view, because I think there's a little bit of confusion amongst how WordPress works. So I'll use this particular example. I'm working on a site at the moment, and I just want to show you the difference at how WordPress can basically display a group of posts in a category, and it can also display the single post, and of course there's the pages, which is one long page. So for instance, let's maybe have a look at the Florence Road site as an example, and so I'm just going to open that up, florenceroad.com, and we'll go to the tutorials. That's a pretty good place to start perhaps. So you can see on this tutorial page, this is essentially a category view, or WordPress actually calls it an archive view. So it's an archive of every single post that's in the category of tutorials. Now I'm going to go to thoughts because this is a different example, and this is blogs as well. So, and it's a different layout. That's because I've coded the different layout. But you can see that under the tutorials, I've got every single post that has ever been posted under articles. And under articles, for instance, I'm also going to have subcategories called maybe WordPress, and this shows you every single post that's related to WordPress. So then you can also go to a deeper level, and this is called the single category post page. So that's the single level, to be clear, and we go back, and this is the archive view. It's the category level. So you can put a post into any different category, and then by filtering on that category, it'll show you a list of all the different posts. So it gives you heaps of flexibility. So the current site I'm working on at the moment, they've got case studies, and they want to show all the different case studies relating to mining and resources, oil and gas, marine and aviation, civil and commercial. And my recommendation to them was, don't stick them all into one page and have a whole heap and then have to update it every single time. Stick each individual case study in as a post and put it under the category of mining and resources. So for instance, if we go to this particular page, I'm just going to go and have a look. So we've got, and also so you know, you can filter on your categories up here. So we're going to go ACP maintenance case studies. And you can see we're about to, there's two. So as I add a new one, so I'm just going to add a new one, and it's going to be case study 3, or we might even just call it case study 1. Case study in this case. And then I'm going to put it into the category of ACP maintenance case studies, and I'm going to put it into case studies, and I'm going to publish it. And then what we'll do is we'll view the post. So that's the post there. So that's what the single page looks like, and I didn't put any content in there, so it looks pretty boring. Then you've got ACP maintenance case study. So I click on that, and that gives you 1, 2, 3. Now I haven't set a featured image, so I'll show you how you can do that. And it also was in the category of case studies, which is then going to pull every single case study. So it's a great way for, this is a great example, I suppose, of how you can have a subcategory which will have a further level of clarification. So I hope that makes sense. Now just quickly while we're in here, I'm just going to show you how you can put in a featured image. So I'm just going to go back down this right hand side. We just go set featured image, and I'm just going to pick one from the media library rather than upload a new one. You can upload one if you like in the same way by just changing this to upload to this post. But I'm just going to pick this image. It's a nice size. It's 298 by 132. Now I can set these featured image sizes as well. As you can see, it's a wide image, and I can put a whole heap of content in here like so. What WordPress will do is it will automatically add whatever you put in there, and it will stick it into what's called the excerpt. So it's the excerpt on the archive page. So as you can see, if I then update, I'm going to go to this page here, and it will have my new archive post come through. And as you can see, as I just keep adding content more and more, it will keep extending down the page. I'll hit update. And as you can see, it just keeps going until it gets to a point where it stops. And that's what's called the excerpt. So on an archive page, you can provide an option to say, show the excerpt or show the full post. So it depends on which theme you've got. For most of the clients that work with us in Florence Road, we use a great theme called White Light. And you can go into display options and you can change here, post content, the excerpt or full content. So this might be a tutorial for another time, but if you're still listening, then this is still relevant for you. And there you can see the pictures have disappeared, but it's also extended. Now, I rarely use full content. I always usually use the excerpt. I just think it's a really neat way to display a whole heap of content. So I've just flicked it back. Now, if you want to shorten this, you can shorten it. So we just go back to the post, and in the post, we change it to, under case study 1, we can put in our own excerpt wherever we like that to be. There's two options. You can either shorten the existing one, so I can put in this button here, which is called Insert More Tag, and then hit Update. And you'll see that will cut this in half. There you go. Or, alternatively, we can write our own excerpt. Now, sometimes it hasn't got that feature in the boxes, so you just go to Screen Options at the top and click the button called Excerpt. Screen Options down below, and you'll see it has the thing called Excerpt, little box, and I'll say this is custom. And what this does is it overrides the other one. So then I'm going to hit Update, go back, and there it is there. This is custom. And I won't go into how you change the image size. For those using our White Light theme, you can do it. Most of you probably in all your themes will have the ability to change. So I will show you. If you go to Dynamic Images, Thumbnail Settings, at the moment we've got it set at 100 by 100. So you can change that to any size you want. It's probably in a different place if you're not using the White Light, but it still would have the ability to customize. So hopefully that is beneficial. We've showed you now that there is a post view and a category view, and with WordPress you can categorize any post into any category, and then that will allow you to filter on those. Now, the last little piece to explain, and I'm conscious that this video is going on for a long period of time, but for some people they might only, for instance, they only want a thumbnail and a header, and I'm going to show you an example like, well, on our tutorial page, it's a very different layout, the archive view. And on some sites that we've just done a picture and a header at the top. That would be what's called a custom category, and that's a custom page that we would have to customize for you. So we would essentially edit your category.php file to create a custom look for that particular page. So that's definitely something that is achievable, but that's a custom setting that would need to be paid for separately. So hopefully that's helped you understand what an archive category view looks like, what a post looks like. Of course, a page just looks like this deeper level, like so. So, well, I hope that was useful. Anyway, I hope you stayed with me and you could understand everything. If you need to drop us a line, just drop us a line on florenceroad.com. Thanks, guys.